Hi everyone, welcome back to the Colonists. It's Era 3 time. So what do we do for Era 3? We add another colony. I've already done that because a lot of rummaging through bags has happened in between Era 2 and 3 because I thought I was going to do 2 eras. We have the Industrialist colony now. So this is going to allow you in the production phase, so at the end of the year, you can turn 2 wood once into a plank, which is not that attractive compared to the powers we've had so far. It gives you another warehouse space, but you can treat it like a factory. The only difference is that, unlike a factory, it doesn't increase the production of sustenance buildings. It would just increase the production of, wood and things. And later on, you can get more and more conversions. It's like you can make iron in the production phase, which can be really nice. These are the new buildings for Era 3. So we've got the customs office. This lets you ignore the fee, and when you use a space that's got another person on it, you can receive a money and a tool. Tailor shop is going to produce robes, which are going to be needed for sustenance from the merchants that will be living in those houses. The stables, you can only have one of this, but it increases your range so you can jump over tiles. And the boarding house is going to let you have multiple stewards on the board, so you can kind of keep them in different areas and be able to move more easily. Also, you block off more buildings as well. Okay, so we've added another colony. We've shuffled the market cards and the improvement cards. Now, this is optional. This is a variant. You can, if you want to make the game a bit easier on yourself, add this little market. Same rules apply to where you can put it. And I'm going to do it because it's going to make it easier on Marty, if anything else, which I know makes no sense for me to do from a competitive point of view, but for my brain's sake, I would like it to be a bit easier to get to places. So we're going to add this marked. Only joking, it's a market. So it's just a little one there, and it's just going to go here so we can get to this stuff a bit easier. I'm not sure if it'll make much difference, but it will be nice to be there. Okay, we shuffle the places. So first, the fee has gone up, by the way. You can now use robes to pay, and you need 3 building resources. So the market card is this one. We can sell food, we can sell iron, and we can grab 2 wood and a clay. Use the coal burner once. Now coal is coming into play. Coal is used to make iron, among other things, but the biggest thing is probably its use for getting iron. And there is the actual coal burner that you can use more than once. There's the iron smelter, and we have a builder who can make you the customs office, the one where you can ignore the fee and get some things when you land on a space with another player. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is go to the librarian, and let's have a look at some of these level 3 cards. So I've got a building contract, home sweet home. I can turn a flat into a house. I would need a flat for that, but a house would be very nice. That's where we can start getting the red merchants. And a butchery seems very expensive to build, but it's going to generate me another tool and a food every round. So there's some very nice things. But I'm going to need resources if I want to do anything. And as I said, I need flats now. I think I'm going to jump here. And so I'll just grab 3 wood instead of the mixture there. Then I'm going to move my altruist to the forest for the 3 discounts. And my third action is going to be to go onto the joiner. And so I have 13 plus the 3 discounts. I have 16, so I can make 8 things. So I'm going to take 5 planks and 3 bricks. And that's the end of my summer. Marty is going to move to the clay delve and grab 2 clay. Then he's going to jump to this new market here and do some converting. So Marty hasn't actually got much space because he's got no one in this storage house. So he's just going to bring another wood out there, and he is going to make 2 more planks. He could make another plank if he threw a clay away. He's got an extra one in this warehouse. He's going to do it. He doesn't want to. But then he can make 3 planks, and then I think he can make 2 apartments. So he can bring the clay out, and he's got just enough space to be able to do it. So finally, he's going to spend 2 tools and 4 clay and 4 planks, which is everything here. And he is going to make 2 apartments. So he is now going to have a load of citizens to be able to play with. And there we go, he's got 4 new citizens hungry for jobs. So one is probably going to go in this storage house next round, I'd imagine. So for me, I definitely want to get 2 flats. So I'm going to spend 2 tools, and I'm going to spend 2 planks, and then I am going to turn these 2 farms into flats. And these are going to get converted into houses at some point. So that was my first thing. Second thing is going to be to go back to the market, and I could get some more stuff. I might as well get some more stuff. See, I don't need clay, so I'm just going to take wood. I'll just take 3 wood again. Then last thing, I'm going to get this butchery out early. Oh dear though, did I start my round on the developer? I think I started my round on the developer. Okay, so new plan is needed. Okay, so I could have gone market, grabbed the 3 wood, then gone to the developer, played the butchery, so it would cost me an extra tool. I haven't given myself the resources back here. I know this is confusing and not a good way to do anything, but that's going to cost me 2 more bricks and planks, and then my last action will be to go back to the market, and I'll get 3 more wood. And I promise you my first action next year is going to be to get the flat. I'm not going to get any benefit from it. These people aren't employed. Oh, this is getting tough. So Marty's going to jump to the market, and with his 6 wood, he's going to get 3 planks. Then he is going to use his last tool to grab a flat, because he's thinking about houses in the future as well. Finally, he's going to go back to this market, and he is not going to convert anything, but he's going to take 2 wood and a clay. So there's no sense employing that guy because he doesn't need anything in that storage house. End of the year. So I'll add the new places. It would be nice to add them around the ore pit really, but I'm going to add them around here. So coal burner, iron smelter. The customs officer I don't really care about. It would stop me taking the fee, I suppose. I could put it next to a joiner, because I might go to a joiner and convert the stuff, and then I could get the customs officer. Okay, new places are out. Can redistribute workers. I don't mind about that. So sustenance. I produce 1, 2, 3. I have 2 employed, so I produce another food. Marty employs 4. He produces 4. He's fine, but he's going to have to think about that if he wants to employ all of these. Okay, what's next? Production. I produce 5 tools now. So this ore's going to have to come out to make room for the new ore, and I get my 9 wood as well. Oh, I produce an extra food, but that can go on the buffer for here. Marty, I think, is the same. It's just his 9 wood and 2 clay, but 4 money again. Okay, year 2, new market card. So we can sell iron ore and coal, we can get food and planks, or we can make some bricks. And the places, so we have, the permanent place where we can get the house. This is what I want. This is what I am now going to change my strategy towards. I love this community hall. Not only does it house 2 merchants in one place, but you can't see it there, it's quite tiny. You also get the use of these dark spaces on your board. And it's worth 22 points, that one building, but look at what you need to get it. And it doesn't seem like that much, but look at how much you need to get just the iron. So that's probably going to have to get sorted first, and then I can think about getting the other things for it. And the third one, this is a bit of an anticlimax after the first 2 things. Okay then, so with that in mind, and it's probably going to have to wait a year, because I will want to wait until I have 6 iron so that I can just come over here and in one go make it all. So in the meantime, I'm going to want to have 3 coal ready for next year, because you can spend wood, but you need 6 wood for every conversion rather than just the 1 coal, which in itself is 3 wood. So I think for all of this, I'm going to have to start using my storage house now, which is going to cost a food to put someone in there. Let's use the food from the storage to free up a space. I'm also going to want this built. So should I go and do that first? I'm right next to the developer. Okay, my turn is going to be going to this flat. I've already paid for it. I've already got the space for all of the things. So I've already paid for that. I'm okay. And I did the 2 flats as I did last round. Now I'm going to go to the market. I'm going to get a food and a plank. And then I'm going to go to the developer and I'm going to play this building contract to then turn the flat into the house. I don't have to pay the tools because the developer space gives me 2. I pay a plank and a brick, and now I have a lovely shiny new house with a merchant in it. And if I can get him employed, he's worth 16 points. Compare that to the farmer's 2 points each, but obviously it was a lot harder to get one of these guys. So that was it. So I went 1, 2, 3, and then in the winter I'm going to go down here and get some coal and things. Marty is thinking about iron. He wants to upgrade his embassies, but he wants iron. Okay, so he needs more tools. He's going to come here because he doesn't have to pay the fee. He's going to get 2 tools for coming here, and he is going to get 2 planks, which isn't very exciting, but it's something that didn't cost tools, more importantly. So now he's going to have to employ his guy in the storage house because he wants to get a lot of wood here, and he can now convert all of this by going to this market into 4 bricks. Oh, I'm moving myself. Move Marty. He's going to go on to the joiner and he's going to ignore the action with his Lord powers and grab a brick. It's not enough, sadly, because it costs 3 bricks just to get an iron mine. And, oh, that's his thing, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. So that's what he's going to do next year. So in the winter, I wanted to end up with some coal burning, but that wants to be my 3rd thing. What would I like to do instead? So I've got 2, 3. What would I like to do for my first action? I could grab another hunting lodge, make some more food. I could grab a forester's house. I don't think I want any of those things because I haven't got any farmers to employ in those buildings. I think I'll just take my chances. Go to the librarian, get a money, and get 2 cards. What's my hand? I've only got 2 in my hand, so it's okay. So I've got a building contract to get a tailor shop. That's nice for when I start employing the merchants. They need to be fed 2 food and a robe, so I need to boost my food production and start making clothes. And a tool trader, now this doesn't seem great at first, but I can convert this as many times as I like, and I can very easily make a lot of bricks. So that could be something to go and visit for. But for now, I am jumping over to this market. What am I doing at the market? I haven't got any clay or anything, so I suppose I'm picking up a food and a plank. I hope this doesn't mess up my storage space. Well, I can throw some stuff away if I need to, because I need room for 9 wood. Now, if I throw away one of these food, I've actually got enough room for 12, so I'm going to put 12 wood in my storage area and go to the coal burner and make 4 coal. There we go, a new resource is here. But I am going to be quite cramped for space. I need to go and sell some food, I think. So Marty can get 2 iron mines because he can go there, ignore the space and get a brick. And now he's got 6 bricks, 4 planks, and he can give up 4 tools. And he's going to build 2 iron mines. Although space is going to be a huge issue for Marty. So that is all of his space is filled. He is going to have to do what I'm doing now and go for a community centre, or he's going to have to start raising buildings. And that's a waste of time and a waste of tools and all sorts of things. Also, has he thought about his food? If he wants to shove people in there, he's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 food need, and he produces 4 food. He'll be okay for this round, but he's going to have to get some food production for next round. Well, he could very easily grab food, actually, by just putting this wood into his storage here. He's going to jump to this market because I think he's going to try and improve one of his embassies next. He's going to jump to this market and he is going to convert this wood into food. So it's the end of the round. I need to add the new places. I will definitely put this community hall there. I'll put this house there as well. So we can quite easily just jump to this and do all of the good stuff. Although we're only going to use the community hall once, so maybe I'll just put it off to the side there because I can never go back there. So I'm just going to go iron smelter, community hall. Well, this isn't great for me actually because I'm going to have to go to the iron smelter, then to a joiner somewhere and then build this. So I think I'm going to put this. There's no joiner I can easily get to either. There's 2, there's 3. I'm going to put this down here by this joiner because then I can go there, jump to there, and then go to the joiner, and then in the rest of the year I can go to the community hall. And this replaces the other riverbank grove. Okay, then sustenance. I employ 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. I produce 1, 2, 3, 4 foods, so nothing happens. Marty employs 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. Why did I think he produced 4? Oh, he employs 6 guys. And he produces 4 food, so he needs to spend 2. He'll just take it from his supply there. So he's still okay for another round of not, as long as he doesn't employ more people, he's okay. Production, I produce 5 tools, 9 wood, and 2 more ore. Marty gets his 3 tools, and now he gets 9 wood, 2 clay, 4 iron ore, and 4 money. Wow. Sounds impressive anyway. So I was just thinking, I'm getting a lot of points from this community hall, and what's Marty doing? Well, he's been generating 4 money a turn for about 3 years now. Okay then, so a new market card for year 3. So we can sell planks and bricks, we can get wood and clay, we can become first player. Well, maybe Marty will be first player at last. So it's kind of playing it how I would play with Rachel. We never ever taken that first player space, although it can be really important. I don't know why, we just never do. But being first player means you control where these go. So when I put these here and kind of messed up Marty because he didn't really want to go through these places, if he'd have been first player, he could have decided. So we've got a builder to upgrade a hunting lodge into a hunting grounds. And this is why I kind of held off on this. This is why I kind of cooled on this improvement, because hunting lodges might not stay as hunting lodges for very long, especially since I don't have a factory. Marty has a factory, so his hunting lodge produces 2. So upgrading it to a grounds, it's only going to produce 3. Whereas me, my lodges aren't boosted by anything, so this is something good for me. It needs basic goods though as well. I will place this. Oh, I'm not placing it yet, so I don't have to think about that. Okay, it's my turn. So wasn't I on the coal burner? I should be on the coal burner. So the first thing I'm going to do is come to the iron smelter. So I'm going to bring the 2 ore in there. So I'm going to spend all 6 of this ore and 3 of the coal to get 3 iron bars. So now I need to work this out. I need 3 bricks and 1 more plank. So I'm going to need 4 things from the joiner, which means 8 things minus 3. I need 5 spaces. I've got 5 spaces. Brilliant. So I'm just going to pile up 5 wood on there, which is okay. Second action is going to be to jump to this market. And I suppose I'll get 3 wood. I might need it. And then I'm going to go to the joiner. So with that 5 wood we talked about, I'm going to get 4 things. That is going to be... Although I might as well bring a wood from here and use the wood I've just taken to get another 2 things. So it's going to be 3 bricks. 3 bricks and a plank, so I can build this. And I can get 2 more things. Let's just get another brick and a plank. Maybe I'll build another house later with an extra brick and a plank. So that was 3 things. So next, finally, we're going to get there next time. Marty is going to go to the diplomat. So he's going to bring in 3 of his iron ore, the 3 clay he's already got in storage, and he needs 3 wood as well as 2 tools. And he can upgrade an embassy to level 3 now. So let's take a quick look at these. At level 3, he can now switch between iron ore, coal, and robes. That could be really nice. And he can exchange 2 of the planks or bricks to one of these higher up things. Or, and this is only one way, and if you can see the arrow there, he can trade 1 of the level 3 goods. The goods are in levels, you can kind of see. He can trade 1 of these level 3 goods as many times as he wants for 3 of the basic level 1 goods. Or, if he goes for the Lord Colony, once per half year at the start or end of your turn, you can swap 2 adjacent places if both of them are unoccupied. And he can ignore the place's requirement and take iron ore instead. I think he's going to take the upgrade to the Trader Colony and get the even crazier swaps. So that's worth 8 points, which isn't that great, but it's hopefully going to let him do some great things. So that was just one move, wasn't it? Okay, he's going to go to this forest and get 3 more wood. And then he is going to convert 8 of the 9 that he has into planks. And those planks are going to get converted into something else in his next turn. Winter. Finally, it's time. So 3 tools. I've got a lot of tools here. I don't think I've been building anything for ages and ages. It shows in my board, really, compared to Marty's is absolutely full. And I'm building the one that gives me more space. That's strange. Okay, 3 bricks, 3 planks, and 3 iron. I am fully prepared. Okay, and now I can convert this house into a home. No, into a community hall. And I can now use these darker spaces on the edge of my land. So that was my first action. Now my plan's run out. I haven't got any more plan. I think I'm going to jump to this market. Let's just grab wood. 3 wood, because I convert wood later. I'm going to move the Altruist to the Clay Delve to get the discount there. And I am going to go to the Builder, spend 2 more tools. I get a discount on the clay. So I spend a brick and a plank. So the plank would have had to have been moved from my warehouse. But you get the idea. And I'm going to turn this flat into another house. And I'll put that up next to the community office there. Now I can use that space. Just so it's a little bit in order, because this has got very messy over time. Marty has run across this quite a few times. And then for my third thing, I don't know. I haven't got any upgraded resources now, so there's no point sticking around here. I'm going to have to jump to a market. Let's just jump to this market here. And that's the end. Oh, I have to do something though. I can't sell anything. Let's just take 3 more wood. I might have to throw away some wood because I've been picking it up like crazy. And that's it for winter for me. So Marty's a little bit stuck. By running out of spaces to build anything, he can't really get that much done. He just needs to... So next round he'll have all of the coal and he can get a coal burner. Okay, so the first thing he's going to do is jump over here to this market. Then he is going to convert one of these planks into bricks. Then he's going to go on here and pay 2 tools and 2 clay and a brick and a plank. And he is going to turn this flat into a house, because there is no sense thinking about getting a community office if you haven't got a house first. And his third thing is going to be to go to this market and convert these 2 planks into an iron ore. And now he is going to have 1, 2 plus the 4 he generates. He's going to have the 6 iron ore. He's going to have all the wood he needs to be able to get the coal. So hopefully he can kind of catch up to what I was doing. And then I might be in trouble because Marty's been generating money like crazy. So end of the year, I put the new things out. So the clay pit, I would kind of like to be near to a market so that the Altruist can jump to it and give me 3 clay discounts now. So... But then on the other hand, I'd like this close to a market so I can just jump to it. Yeah, so I'm going to put this close to the market. Maybe I'll put a clay pit near it. And this is really nice. So if I upgrade the Alchemist colony, I can convert robes straight into coal. But I haven't got a good place to put it. Yeah, the board is getting very hard to place things now. I'll put it up there so you could get some wood and then you could go and get some clothes if you wanted. Okay, redistribute workers. I'm not going to do that. So my sustenance, I produce 1, 2, 3, 4 food. I employ 1, 2, 3, 4 citizens. So I'm fine. Marty employs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 citizens. His food production is 2, 4. So he's going to have to pay 2 more food. So he can last 1 more round at this rate without getting more food. 1 more year. Then production, I produce 5 tools. I'm going to have to get rid of this wood from the buffer. And now I produce 9 wood and 2 iron ore. And Marty still produces his 9 wood, 2 clay, and 9 wood, 2 clay, 4 iron, and 4 money. Okay, so the start of year 4, era 3. New market card is exchange food or bricks for money, receive a robe, or turn a shed into a house. Maybe Marty could go get a shed, easily convert it into the house. I don't know. He might have to do that. He might not have the space to be able to build this community hall. What am I doing? I've just got this huge mess of stuff here. I actually wanted to go to the builder and get hunting grounds instead of hunting lodges. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to need... So this is a better discount, but I've got a ton of wood. So I'll probably just leave the altruist where... Actually, the altruist can jump... No, because I didn't put the clay pit next to a thing. So I'm only going to get 2 clay discounts. So I need 2 clay from somewhere. I am going to grab it from this grove here, and with my alchemist powers, take it as clay instead of you know what. Then I'll jump to this market. I'm actually going to sell all my excess food. I've got... How much space have I got? There we go. I've got 6 food, so I'm going to get 3 money because I don't need all this excess food yet. As soon as merchants start to be employed, though, your costs skyrocket. So I'm just going to get rid of this excess for now because I've still got 1 excess, and I'm about to turn these 1 producers into 3 producers. So that's 3 coins for me. And finally, I'm moving to this builder here. So 6 tools. It's a good job I had so much excess wood because I've still got everything in my buffers for the winter. So that's 8 wood and then 2 clay because I get a 2 clay discount. So these guys are going to have to go home. So their farms could be converted into things now. And the hunting lodges become hunting grounds. And these lazy citizens here can get to work and start producing. Although effectively, you're now producing 2 food because the people working there need to be fed. But anyway, so that was 3 things for me. That was quick for me. Okay. What is this? This is year 4. We should be seeing the tile, shouldn't we? So the things to adjust your movement and stewards came out at the very end, which is a shame. The tailor shop to be able to produce these things. But I don't think... Yeah, I think these are the only 2 things that employ merchants. So I should be thinking in the winter, can I build one of these? Or maybe even 2 things. See, that's cheaper, and I can have 2 of it, although the power's better of the range, I think. If I can get 2 of these built, that's 2 merchants employed, and that's 32 points, as well as the whatever points you get for the buildings. But enough of that, it's Marty's turn. Can Marty build a community office before the end of the era? So he's going to need his 9 wood to go here and make 3 coal. Then he needs to bring the ore out of the buffer, and he can come to the smelter and make, with his 6 ore and 3 coal, he can make 3 iron. Okay, so now that's done, he needs to think about how is he going to get the planks and things, because he needs... This is very slow going for Marty. It doesn't feel like I'm doing very well for him now. Because he's got the tools, he's got the iron, he now needs 6 upgraded things. Now, he can just walk on things and get a couple. Maybe that's the best thing for him to do. He can jump to this market and convert 2 clay into a brick. Then he's going to go to the baker, ignore the ability, and he's going to grab a brick instead. Oh wait, that's 3 things, isn't it? It went coal burner, smelter, and then market. So maybe he should have just gone here and got the brick. Save the 2 clay for later. Because he doesn't have to pay the fee, remember? So he's okay. Winter time. So my food's sorted. My robe production can get started soon. I need to go to a joiner, don't I? I could try and build another iron mine and then I can get some better colonies, but it's the end of it. It's the end of year 4. I just really need to get the guys make... Can I make a theatre? And then maybe I can get some money. So I think I'm going to end at era 3. Because this has really... this has tested me. So let's see, how can we get a theatre? I need 2 bricks and 2 planks, which means spending 8 wood at a joiner. Or preparing for the last year, I could jump here first. And let's see, I can't do anything, so I'll just grab one of the robes. That'd be nice to have in the future. Can go in the warehouse though. And then I'm going to go to the joiner. So I will move the altruist first. So I get a 3 discount. So including the 3, I've got 14 wood and definitely enough space to store it. So I can get 7 things. So let's think about the boarding house. I'm going to try and build 2 boarding houses in the last year. So for those, I'm going to need 2 planks and 2 bricks. I think I'm going to just convert these farms into flats. So I don't need those anymore. And then let's just take an extra brick. Okay, that sounds good to me. And then for my last thing, I'm going to go to this builder, spend 2 tools, 2 planks, and exchange these farms for flats. Maybe I'll build some theatres, I don't really know yet. I do know time's running out. For Marty in the winter, surely I can come up with something better for him than just walking around and getting bricks, because he can do that next year. He'll get his influx of wood, and then he can do what he likes with it. He's going to go here and grab the robe, but then he's going to go straight to another market, and he can turn a robe into 2 more bricks. So he is now sorted for bricks, and he has another action. Although, that is just the same as him walking across 2 spaces and picking up 2 bricks. It sounded fancy, and he is just going to grab 2 more food so he can hold out a bit longer. I feel like I have run out of steam for Marty. The plans don't seem very good at all, so I'm going to put the new things out. I'm going to go for building the boarding house was the plan, I think. So that needs to go there. The tailor shop also needs to be a plan of mine. That doesn't need planks though, but it needs bricks. It's basically the same thing. So I'm going to want robes, or I can get robes from because we're only going to need to feed them once. So I can just get robes from there. I don't necessarily need tailor shops. Let's just put it there though. And the stables, if anyone wants the stables, they can go next to the iron smelter. It seems to make sense. I could actually put all of this next to the iron smelter, since I'm going to need to go and smelt iron to get the boarding houses. Makes sense? So, not removing anyone, I need to employ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys. I produce 8 food, so that's 2 spare. Marty employs 6. He produces 4. So we'll take the 2 from his storage as payment. Then for production, I get 5 tools, 9 wood, 2 iron ore. Marty is his standard. Since his board's been full for a while, he produces his 4 ore, 9 wood, 2 clay, 4 money. Okay then, final market of the final era. We can sell clothes, ore, and we can pick up wood and clay, and we can turn flats into apartments, which I suppose I could just do to get some points. But I had a plan, right? So the plan now needs to be adjusted for the tailor shop. So I'm going to want an extra brick for that. So I'm going to go there and just make the 1 brick. Although I might as well spend 1 more, and then I can have 3 things. I'll get 3 bricks. Then I'll go to this grove and get 2 clay, because I think I can build 2 tailor shops. No, I can't actually, because I need to jump to the market. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can't go to the grove and get that clay. I'm just going to have to build 1 thing. So the last thing is jump to the market, and I need all of this stuff. I will just gain resources. Oh, I can gain 2 clay from here. Oh, okay. I don't know if someone can keep track of this. How many rounds have I been going without getting any charity? Loads and loads and loads, I'd imagine. So let's just take a plank. So I didn't even need to go to there to get the brick. Never mind. We can't plan for all of these mistakes. Have I got 6 spaces even for all of this stuff? I don't think I have. I only need 1 coal though. I've already got a coal. So let's bring 3 wood out to make a coal at the coal burner. And I think that's it. I went joiner, market, coal burner, and then 1, 2, 3 for the next turn. So I've got 2 coal there. Marty, he is out of storage. Not sending him to get storage was silly ages ago. So he is going to have to jump here. He'll jump here, and he can do 4 wood into 2 planks. And then he'll have to go to the joiner, which seems like such a waste, to turn 2 more into 1 more plank. He just didn't have the space to do it all in one go. And I'd placed this in an annoying way. So for his 3rd thing though, he has the stuff he needs, I think. He's got the tools, he's got 3 iron, bricks, and yes, he's got everything. I don't think he's going to be able to build anything else though. Maybe he'll just sell stuff. Yes, in the winter, he could just go and sell all of his ore and get 4 points there. So this house, it does mean a citizen's not going to get employed though. So what was the point of all of this? Oh dear. He probably should have ran around generating things and selling it, but this is not a strategy guide. Okay, that's 3 things. Winter. So I had very defined things, didn't I? So I was turning 4 ore and 2 coal into 2 iron. Then I was coming here and building 2 boarding houses. Let's see, 4 tools, 2 bricks, 2 planks, and 2 iron. So I have 2 boarding houses who need merchants working in them, and I'm not going to go and get them or do anything with them, but I get 2 stewards. Basically, I get 2 extra stewards anywhere on the board. They have to go onto a market now, but they could move around. Since this is winter of the last round, so it doesn't matter. Finally, I'm going to go to the tailor shop. That's 3 tools. I get... Oh, I'm moving the steward instead of Marty. I get a discount of 2 clay. So that's 2 bricks. Oh, actually, I can't build 2. I haven't got enough tools. Oh, that's a shame. So 3 on the clay, 2 bricks, 3 tools already paid, and I can get a tailor shop, which is going to give me enough stuff just to be able to provide for my employed merchants. And that's it. All of these people, though, oh dear, I have planned badly. Oh no, I haven't. I can just not put them on here yet. Oh, but when I'm only going to be able to get 1 of them on there, I think. There's probably a better way I could have done all of this. But to put them on there, you need to spend a food and a robe, which I can to put this guy on, but I can't spend it to put the other guy on. So that was all a complete waste. So we could have spent 1 more tool as a... No, we couldn't, because then we couldn't get to the tailor shop. I was thinking build the stables instead because it's worth more points. Anyway, learn from my mistakes. I do not have the robes to be able to put my second merchant on there. For employing this guy, I'm going to need to spend a food, but that's okay. So there we go. I'm just going to end up with 1 employee, but that's a lot of points. So we'll see if whatever Marty's doing now can catch up, because he's got some resources, but he's got no tools. I think that was what was holding him back. So I don't know if this is good, but it's an idea anyway. So he's going to come here and convert his 4 wood into 2 planks. He's going to come here and convert those 2 planks into another iron ore, and then he's going to jump here and sell 5 iron ore for 5 more money. I don't know if there's something better he could have done, but that's about what my brain's capable of right now. Okay, so everyone's employed that can be. Let's see how this works out. So, sustenance. Okay, so my requirement is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 food. I produced 3, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to have to provide an extra food. Luckily, I have 1 spare that I didn't sell. And I also need 1 robes, which is provided for by my tailor shop there. Marty's sustenance is the same, isn't it? He has 2, 4, 6. He produces 2, 4. So he is going to have to pay the 2 that's on here. So he's got just enough. Then for production, it doesn't really matter. Everything you produce means nothing now, apart from Marty's money. So he is going to produce another 5. So I'm going to grab the score pad and let's work out what happened. If you're wondering what this little bit on the left was, I recorded Era 1 and 2 yesterday, and that was just going to be the playthrough. But I realised I made some big mistakes towards the end because I was getting quite confused by it all. So I started again. Well, I did Era 2 again. And then I decided to do Era 3 and then kind of regretted it. But we're here. It was fun. So my buildings. So I've got 120 for buildings and 106 for Marty. Embassies. I've counted the embassies in there. So I got 8 for embassies basically, and Marty got 12. So I've already included it in there. Improvements. Marty got 2 points of improvements because he just did the fruit farm. I did quite a few actually. 4, 7, 8, 10. I did 10 points of improvements, which is more than I've ever done. Dollars. I have quite a few, but nothing compared to Marty's stack. Hopefully it does him well. So I have $25. Marty has 10, 20, 30, 8. So he's still not quite caught up. He's done better just from generating that the whole third era and some of the second era. He was just generating 4 money per turn, but it might have held him back not having those spaces to build on. So farmers employed. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8 points of farmers. Marty has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Citizens, I have 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42. And Marty has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so he gets 36 in citizens. Oh no. And then merchants, Marty gets none. I get 16. So there we go, not quite as much of a difference as the original playthrough, but still didn't play well for Marty. The third era was a big mess for Marty, really. I completely filled up his board, and then he had to go chasing around the community office, and then didn't have any time to build anything anyway, so he probably should have ignored that. He did get 22 points from the community office, but maybe he should have just been wheeling and dealing around the board instead. But there we go, that was 3 eras of the Colonists. And what comes in the 4th era? Well, you can see the colonies get crazier and crazier, so I could have as charity 1 iron straight up every turn. The altruist colony ends up producing tools and robes and things. The alchemist colony will end up letting you trade 3 goods of any type in for a tool as many times as you want as a market action. The lord colony, Marty could ignore the action of a building and just grab an iron straight up instead. Whenever you ignore a place's action, you also get a tool. So the powers get crazy and crazier. And then there are things like there's a casino building which a merchant can work in. That's going to generate 4 money for you every round. I think that's the other side of the pub, actually. Oh, there it is. It's on the other side of the factory. It's a 3 money at the round for every round, but it's worth 10 points on its own. It employs a merchant, which is 16 points. There's, you know, you've seen the progression of the game. It gets bigger and bigger. You can see the board. If you skip back to the beginning of the game and remember what this board looked like, this is just 3 eras of the game. And there's no more markets now, so the board gets harder to get around. Me having 1 boarding house at the moment, hopefully, if I would play another era, I would get some robes and things, get these guys employed, get more stewards out. If I was playing more eras, I would probably have the stables instead. I much prefer being able to jump over things rather than have extra stewards. That's good in its own way, though. I just prefer to be able to jump. If you can get both, brilliant, because then you have stewards that can just jump over things. And I probably could have made a bit better use of the alchemist. I don't think he's moved for an era, but as I said, this has been very, very confusing to try and keep 2 people going. I hope you enjoyed that. If you got through it all, well done to you. Well done to both of us for getting through a full playthrough, well, not a full playthrough, a full 3 era playthrough. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to know what I think, then I'll put a link on the screen. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye!